Hello, beautiful friends. I am just in my little workspace here. I had a session, doing an illumination chest session with a woman, and it sparked a video that I wanted to share with you all. Now, I know I said I was going to be doing a challenge where I posted a video every day. However, 2021 has been pretty fucking amazing, and I have been so in life that I have actually been less in recording and computer and session space, and I'm so grateful for that. However, there is a video coming through today, and it's around emotional authority in human design. And as a lot of you would know, though, the way I work with human design is it's much more somatic and integrated and embodied rather than looking at like the logical mechanics of all the things, right? And I was making my chai in the kitchen after my session, and I was reflecting on the nature of the emotional center. The woman I was doing a reading with, she was open definition in her emotion, undefined emotional center. And I was really contemplating this while making my cacao around, what does it actually feel like to be an emotionally open being, and how to navigate the conditioning that can often be placed upon those of us who have open emotional centers. And I was taken right back to my childhood. Sometimes these really visceral experiences happen for me, where I think from a young age, I was pretty good at being detached emotionally. And I do think this is, resonate as you will. I believe that we are all, we are not quantifiable beings to any system. Yes, you might be a generator, you might be a projector, sure. And you know yourself at a deep soul level beyond all of these systems and structures, right? However, with having open emotions, I feel like there's a healthy detachment around emotions that is to be available. And I was reflecting, I was like, as a child, I actually had it's almost like a bubble. Like I had this immunity, this bubble of not getting too emotionally bogged down by things. However, there were certain points throughout my adolescence and even in more recent years where I felt like my emotional ambivalence, my emotional detached nature was shamed and looked down upon. Why don't you feel more? Why don't you this? Why don't you care about me? Why don't you this, right? And I feel like the conditioning we have in our emotional centers is when we force ourselves to feel something for another, or when we force ourselves to feel something that maybe we actually don't need to feel. And I was really sitting with this in the kitchen. I'm so excited. I was sitting with this in the kitchen and feeling into that. Like, what is it like to honor emotional detachment? And I think there's a point that wants to be emphasized here and maybe massaged out a little more. And it's not like emotionally open beings don't care. We definitely care, right? We're so empathic. There's a heightened empathy. And it's okay as well to not give all of your emotional power to someone or something if you don't feel like you want to or need to. And I can remember times where as a child, it wasn't my responsibility. It wasn't aligned with my heart to really get emotionally invested in something. But then I felt like I had to because of the situation around me, the environment, what was being asked of me by different family members. I had to become emotionally involved, and then I compromised my own, open nature, which was probably more so in a state of I just want to observe this. And even in friendship dynamics over the years or partnership dynamics, feeling like maybe we can all relate to this in some extent, right? This is a human capacity that I think we all share, and a human quality to want to give of your own emotional energy and reserves when really actually maybe you just wanted to be a bit more held back and observing, but then maybe not feeling like that was available. Excuse me. So I feel like the gift of having an open emotional center really lies when we can allow ourselves to embrace a level of detachment. And detachment doesn't mean you don't care, right? That would more so be what's the word I'm looking for? Indifference, right? There's a difference between detachment and indifference. Indifference is I don't care, I'm going to avoid it. Detachment is more transparent, which is actually deeply intimate. It's I can see this, I can feel this, but I don't need to give of myself into it. And I find that, having an open emotional center, I'd love to hear how this feels for whoever, who's watching this, how you feel. For me, it tends to show up. I can go to those places in retreat space with my clients and my one-on-ones, in relationship and partnership and friendship and space holding, really being there, open, enveloping. However, I'm not trying to control the other's experience or trying to take it on. It's deep intimacy. However, it's transparent and it's detached. And I feel like that's the gift of the open emotional center. And if you find yourself feeling like you should care more, or you should really help someone in their feeling state, I think that's where you can start to gauge that you're overriding your own natural openness and trying to fill that openness. So for what it's worth, I wanted to make this impromptu video, and I thought maybe it would be helpful for some of you because I can already feel it working its waves on me. But I will catch you in the next video, and that's all I got today.